So I've already done this video 3 times and I've just edited this one together. I'm going to upload it anyway, but I mostly just wanted to try out this new camera setup that I've just got. Saramonic mic and Sony 7S. Old camera, shoots in 1080p, but it's built for videos. The S stands for sensitive because it's got a more light sensitive sensor. And I'll get into why I'm using this in the video, but I thought I would do this bit at the start. So I didn't realise that the camera was set to 720p when it should have been 1080, because I've got a video editor where I can re-thingy it in 4K. So I accidentally shot it in 720p, and it was an aspect ratio of 3:9 when it should have been 16:9. So I tried stretching it out to 16:9, but it's still grainy and it looks bad. So before I watch the video, it's not the camera's fault, it's my fault. I didn't have the camera set. I've never used this camera before, but like I say, it's an old camera. I've used it for photos but never video, but it's designed more for videos than photos, so I thought I would try it. But yeah, I've also did a firmware update, so the autofocus should be a lot better. But anyway, that's why this video is going to suck. But I've tried doing the video 3 times, not using this camera, I've using other ones, and I've had problems with those ones. This one came out the best. The autofocus is absolutely perfect, but picture or video quality was bad due to my fault. But yeah, can't do the video again because I've done a comparison between the Israeli field dressing and why I'm not using it anymore, and showing what I'm carrying now, and I've run out of Israeli field dressing, so I can't redo that section of the video. So I'm just gonna upload this video straight away. So anyway, I've been rambling on for 2 minutes, so it's time for an EDC update. Got a new camera set up, so I'm gonna try this out. Just got a new mic, so give this a go, see what it's like. So this is a new camera filming. That's the camera I was filming that clip with. Normally I would film with my phones, but my phones are lost. Lost both of them a few weeks ago, but nobody bothers calling me and I don't bother calling other people, so I'm not in any rush to get a new one. Handy for editing videos on YouTube, but that's about it. So I've updated the firmware on the camera so the autofocus should be good. It's a lot faster than it was before, and the new mic should be sounding a lot better as well. But that's the old camera. Try not to use this one because I've got this one for sale on eBay now, so yeah. So I'll start off with the bag. Instead of using different bags for different things, I'm just going to use the one bag for everything. So it's going to change depending on what I'm doing. So today I went out fishing, so I've got it set up for fishing. So on here, I've got a very cheap, I'm not going to say crappy because it's held up well for 2 years. Saying that I haven't done much fishing recently, I've only just started a few weeks ago though, so very cheap tripod, but it works. I've got a big fancy Salt tripod by Shakespeare. I'm not bother taking it out, but I'm just going to use that cheap one until it breaks, and I'll go into the big one. And then on here, got a GoPro because I do fishing videos for my other channel. Only problem is I put this bag down on the rocks and I didn't realise it, but I've put a scratch in the lens. You can't see. And then I've got a Nightcore HC33 flashlight in case I wanted to go into the night, and a mount for the camera when I do street photography. And then on the side, got a first aid kit. And there's one thing that's changed with that. So inside the first aid kit, I replaced the Israeli bandage with a trauma bandage, and this is a trauma field dressing by Stereoplast, 10 by 18 centimeter. Been looking for a proper bandage to put in there. I did want the Israeli bandage, but this is thick and it takes up a lot of space, whereas this is thin, just slightly thicker than the Israeli field dressing. But one of the things I don't like about the Israeli field dressing is it's got pull tabs on it and sometimes they don't work. So it takes a while to get into it. Then you've got to take the paper off. Then you've got more paper to take off. And then you've got to pick it apart. And this all takes time. So if you've just slashed your hand open with your knife, and that's that out, and that's the pad. And it's got some paper in there as well. So you've got to try and open out. It has got a big absorbent pad on it, but it's a bit of a pain. So you put it on and then very little effort, you pull them off and you've left with the pad. That's one of the reasons why I always carry a bandana on, is just so I can secure that if I have to, but I'm not going to bother carrying these anymore. They take too long to get into, they take too long to unravel, and they're just a pain. And they're hard as well. They're not very soft, so they're not very comfortable. So this is thinner. It's a proper trauma bandage. I'm not going to open this one out. It's just like the Israeli field dressing. It's got a outer package and then an inner package, so I can remove this. And this has got pull tabs on it as well, proper ones that you can just rip and use. It doesn't have a bar like what the Israelis got. You can open this one. It's not sterile now anyway because that package is knackered, but you've got like a bar there. You can wrap it around and then lock it through, push it down, put some more pressure on the pad, and it puts more pressure on the wound. You put it through there, so that's through like one wrap, and then you can twist it, and it acts like the windlass that you would have on a tourniquet. It just puts extra pressure on, so you've got pressure from the thing and pressure from that. Trying not to make the video last too long, so I'm rushing things, but this doesn't have any of that. This is just a straight trauma bandage. But these Israeli field dressings, they're crap. So don't bother with those. And if you're thinking about getting one, don't. But as far as the rest of the first aid kit goes, obviously I've got that. Did have that. Got the mirror. Got some gloves. Compressed Z-fold gauze. And just a boo-boo kit that's got butterfly strips. Larger absorbent pads. Self-adhesive ones. Band-aids. I'm not going to bother getting it all out. So yeah, a few little things in there. I'm also going to put some painkillers in as well. And that's pretty much the first aid kit. And as far as the pouch itself goes, the sleeve is holding up great. And this inner piece is holding up good as well. It is a knockoff of a Blue Force gear. So it's glued together. Maybe you can see it's starting to come away. It was coming away somewhere. I'll take it away from the camera. Yeah, there. So it's coming away there, and you can see it's just glued together. But it is pretty strong. Two pieces of, don't know what it is, material. But I got that because I was thinking of getting the real one, but I wanted to see if it's a design that would work for me. So thought I'll get it and try it out, and it did. So I have got the real one right here. But I always like to, with stuff like this, buy the knockoffs just to get a feel for it, to see if I want to spend the money on the real thing, because these aren't really that cheap. But yeah, it's the exact same. You've got a pouch. Obviously this is much better quality. It's really thick elasticated material. It's rubberized here. It's got a shield that comes out. It's double-sided, so you can change it to whatever colour you want. I think you get other colours as well, like reds and pinks and stuff like that. In the inner pouch, exact same thing. Held into the sleeve with a little bit of Velcro there, and you got your pull tabs that have got ball bearings in them, so you got something to grip, which is the same on this one. You can see the ball bearings there. But besides that, it's identical, just a lot better quality. So I'll continue carrying the knockoff until it breaks. Then I'll use the real one. But like I said, I'm trying not to make the video last too long. As far as what's in the bag, I like to go as light as possible when I go fishing. I go beach fishing. A lot of people in my area, when they go beach fishing, they carry a massive box. That's also a backpack and a seat. So it probably weighs like 30-40 pounds. I don't see any point in that. I go light. Got some mechanics gloves, brand new. Just got them. If I want to go rock fishing, I'll just put them on when I'm climbing over the rocks. Saves your hands from getting torn up with barnacles if you slip. Got a 525 Mag 4 by Penn. Spare batteries for the GoPro. And then in here, tackle box with rigs, weights, and other stuff. Sunscreen. And a vintage Penn 525 Mag 4. Awesome reel. I'm actually starting to think this casts better than the modern reel. And this one's all fancy magged out and whatnot. But yeah. And some toilet paper, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. And that's it. There'd be a fixed blade knife in there as well, just for when I go fishing. But took that out and I don't know where I've put it. So that's the bag. So what I carry on my person is Casio G-Shock. Got a Dango. I think it's an A10 wallet or an A1, can't remember which. Multi-tool, Victorinox. Still the best multi-tool I've ever used. I've had that for years. Bandana. The old Phoenix TK11 tack. Actually managed to fix this. It's got a cap that came loose, and I've got a tool for taking camera lenses apart to clean them, and there's like two prongs that fit into them two holes there, and I just turned it, locked it tight, and now it's working perfect. So saved myself some money, don't have to buy another flashlight. Got two Egon Okamis. One's a Kanakoma Egon Okami, same one I've been carrying for years. Blue paper steel and all that goodness. And the other one is a titanium comb. And I've got a titanium Kubotan. And the keys, same as always. Got a tool for the camera mount. Victorinox Classic XD, Olight i3 EOS, or i3E EOS, Phoenix NW20 whistle, bike lock, and the Uncle Bill's leather grippers. And that is my ADC. Thanks for watching.